All right, let's welcome you to yet again another exciting show over here at the Madiba official channel. Our show is dubbed the MOS. That is the Madiba official show. And please, if you've not already subscribed, kindly do us a favor by clicking on that subscribe button. Please, we are waiting. We are waiting. Please, we are waiting. Thank you for subscribing. Now turn on the post notification bell over there. Please turn it on. Turn it on. Turn it on. Turn it on. Thank you, gracias amigos. Thank you for joining us on this channel. This is a channel that updates you with the best around the Ghanaian football hemisphere. All the news they are supposed to know, we kindly bring it to your doorstep. All they have to do is by logging on to the Madiba official channel or subscribing and turning on the post notification button. So in case of any video, you'll be notified as soon as possible. Let's move on into our issues for today. We start today's trending news by looking at the news that's currently happening at the camp of the most successful club in Ghanaian football, that is the Porcupine Warriors. And Kotoko have released their fullback, that's the right fullback, Christopher Nakai Nettey. His contract expired yesterday. That was the 26th day of December 2022. That his contract with the Porcupine Warriors expired, and after 3 years of having played 62 matches for the club, scoring 1 goal and making his Black Stars debut against Sudan in 2020, the club and the player couldn't reach an agreement on contract renewal. So as a result, Christopher Nakai Nettey is leaving the Porcupine Warriors after 3 seasons of being with the club. Let's move on into our next story, and we are still in the camp of their arch rivals, Awako. Yesterday, we brought you the latest about Daniel Barnie and one club from Sudan brought in a bid of $1 million for Daniel Barnie. The day before yesterday, it was Liganese who brought around, that is $450,000, which the camp of Barnie declined. Today, news reaching out over here at the MOS is that Cincinnati, that's a club in America that plays in the MLS, who have a partnership deal with other folk, have made a bid of $500,000 or euros, sorry, 500,000 euros for Daniel Barnie, and they are taken with this bid. He cannot turn it down because already they had Salim Adams, who used to play for other folk, and it was through such a deal that he was able to play for their club. Frank Thierry Etuga Bella last season scored over 20 goals for the Porcupine Warriors in aiding them into winning the Ghana Premier League. Today, he has met his former coach, that is Prosper Nate Ogum. Because the Black Galaxies are currently in Egypt, the player took it upon himself to go and meet his former gaffer, because it was through the aid of that Prosper Nate Ogum that he was able to score that amount of goals, because prior to him joining the Porcupine Warriors, he had not scored such an amount of goals in his entire club career. Let's move on into the darling boy of Ghanaian football. That is Kudus Mohammed, a player that became a viral sensation in the World Cup after he scored 2 goals against the Korean Republicans. When you go to the various media platforms in Ghana, the TikTok, the Instagram, and what have you, it was Kudus Mohammed's face that you see over there, and all the women in this country started following Kudus Mohammed. Some of us were jealous. Why wouldn't you be jealous? All the girls following him. So let's move on. So as I was saying, now Kudus Mohammed, the latest on him is that Juventus have expressed their interest in Kudus Mohammed. As a matter of fact, they are contemplating on making a bid of 45 million euros 45 million euros for Kudus Mohammed. And they are not thinking about the summer, but rather the winter transfer that will be opening in about some 4 days time, that they are thinking about making that offer so that they can able to land their man. Kudus in the World Cup, as I said, he stole the limelight and he was by far Ghana's best player in the World Cup, scoring 2 goals and assisting 1 in the 3 matches that he played in the World Cup. As a result, all the big clubs in Europe are chasing him. Prior to this tournament, it was only Everton that expressed an interest in him, and because of the late movement of Anthony to Man United, Everton couldn't land their man. Now Liverpool have expressed interest in him, Arsenal, Borussia Dortmund. So the clubs are many, and they are all chasing Kudus Mohammed, taking or trying their best to lure him from the Dutch giants Ajax Amsterdam and their former manager, that is Ado Demos, former manager for Ajax Amsterdam, is saying that if he was to have his way, or you urge the club, that Ajax Amsterdam, not to sell Kudus Mohammed, and that the boy will only get better and they will get much more from him than if they are selling in the winter transfer. And he sees that it's because the coach doesn't like him personally. That's why he's not fitting into the style of or scheme of affairs of Ajax Amsterdam. Because in the World Cup, because he had a trust of Otuado, who played him in his favorite position as the number 10, he tried for, that is the Black Stars of Ghana in the World Cup. Even at Ajax, where he's being used as the number 9. And Kudus' strength is that he likes holding on to the ball, taking on defenders, running with the ball. But when he's playing as the number 9, he plays with his back to go. And it's not helping his progression. But even as a result, he's giving them the numbers against Rangers, against Liverpool in the Champions League. He showed his point. Even against Napoli, he scored against them. But if the coach is using him as the number 10, Brian Broby as the number 9, he can get 2 exceptional talents playing and dovetailing each other. So if he had the most was to have his way, Kudus Mohammed wouldn't be sold in this winter transfer, but rather he will stay to add more value into him before they can sell him for some cool cash. Don't forget, Ajax have been making cool cash out of their players in recent times. Frankie Dion, you look at Matthias De Ligt, even Anthony Santos. Prior to this, the last years, you look at the 1995 when they saw the likes of Yari Leitmanen, the likes of that Seedorf, the likes of you look at the DeBoer brothers. All of those players went from young players into stardom. So for him, he will wish that Ajax could retain the services of Kudus Mohammed. Let's move on into other news. Di Maria, Salifu Ibrahim Di Maria will not be following the lives of, that is Fatah Mohammed, Mo Alassan, and to some extent Daniel Barnie out of the doorstep of other folk. Report that I'm gathering over here is that he will be renewing his contract with Hearts of Oak. Salifu Ibrahim, who is affectionately known as Di Maria by most of the supporters of the followers of Ghana Premier League, will be extending his contract with the Rainbow Club Hearts of Oak. Thank you for joining us for today. And his camp will be breathing a sigh of relief as he has gotten his 1-game ban reversed. We all remember what happened for Alexander Djiku to be banned for a game because he placed a bet on Real Madrid's game that they played on the 20th of July. And the amount that he placed on the bet was 20 euros. Now there have been some good news in the camp of Djiku because that ban has been reversed. According to the LFP and the UNFP, that's the Players Union, they have carried out awareness or information campaigns with the clubs on a daily basis. As they wrote in a press release, the commission recalls that the actors of the competitions organized by the FF or the LFP in particular, The players, coaches, managers of professional football clubs have a general ban on betting online or in physical networks on all football competitions, whether domestic or foreign, the statement added. So Djiku and those 76 players that were banned, for Djiku, he has gotten his ban reversed, overturned. Still in the camp of Djiku, another good news is that Leeds United in the English Premier League have been advised to sign the Ghanaian defender because of his stellar performance for Strasbourg in the Ligue 1 and the struggling of the Leeds defenders to keep clean sheets have led to them thinking of signing Alexander Djiku. And for me, that would be a good piece of news to Djiku and Ghanaian football. Jordan Ayew's goal drought continues as Palace lose to Fulham in the Premier League. So in the Premier League, Daniel Amati yesterday considered a penalty as Leicester were thumped by, that is, Newcastle United by 3-0. Still in the Premier League, and the former coach of the Gunners, that Arsene Wenger, met with most of the players of Arsenal yesterday in their game that they played in the Boxing Day, in which they won by 3-1 against West Ham United. And of the players that he met, Ghana's own Thomas Partey was involved, and he has expressed his delightment in meeting the legendary manager of Arsenal, that is Arsene Wenger. Let's move on to the camp of the Continental Club Masters. The rainbow colors never say that until the bones are rotten. Folk and their current captain, Glasson Awako, said he's ready to give his all to the club after he renewed his contract with the rainbow colors. And so, with the news trending in Ghana football yesterday, that is the ambassador of Ghana to Egypt met with the Black Galaxies team because they are camping in Egypt before they play the CHAN tournament that will be commencing on the 13th of next month in Algeria. He went there to express his delight of meeting the players, and according to him, that's one of the good piece of news that he has received since he was chosen to be ambassador of Ghana to Egypt. Thank you for joining us. Bye-bye. It's trending news on the Madiba official channel. Gracias, amigos, Lorian, this is Victor Messi, Boku. Bye-bye.